Right, top right now, the D.C. police officer who shot and killed an unarmed black man is testifying in his own defense. Today is day 3 of Brian Trainor's trial board hearing. His attorneys say the shooting of Terrence Sterling was justified and Trainor should keep his job. During his testimony, Trainor said that Sterling made a deliberate attempt to run him over and he shot him to stop the threat. Delia Gonsalves is watching the proceedings.
Less than 2 seconds. That's how long a defense expert says it took from the time Terrence Sterling's motorcycle struck the police car and when Brian Trainor fired those deadly shots. Trainor says he did so because he was in fear of his life. He finally gets to tell his side of the story. Now, here are my 3 takeaways from this third day. One, it's my observation that the 3 members of this trial board, they don't have poker faces. I mean, their frustration with the defense and many of its witnesses seem quite clear to me. Second, how impaired was Terrence Sterling? We know that he had a blood alcohol level twice the legal limit. He had THC in his system, a low level, and of course that's the ingredient in marijuana. The defense says that is why he was driving recklessly and he made poor decisions. But the prosecution says the numbers don't tell the whole story. Without checking his eye movements and without knowing his personal history, we don't know what that limit could have done and how it would have affected Terrence Sterling. And finally, what happened in the split seconds before those deadly shots? Trainor says he was stepping out of the vehicle when he reacted to the assault by Terrence Sterling when he rammed his motorcycle into the police car, pinning the officer's leg and crushing it between the door and the car. But the prosecution says Terrence Sterling was just trying to get away. He was trying to go around the cruiser when he was stopped because Trainor swung that door open, cut him off, and then shot him twice from inside the vehicle through the open door. Now, 2 of Trainor's fellow officers and friends testified on his behalf, calling him a good officer, fair and balanced. They called him calm, cool, collected, and that he would often de-escalate situations. And something I noted that was quite poignant was when a friend of his turned to Brian Trainor and apologized for not supporting him through this whole process. That was the one and only time that I saw Brian Trainor turn his head and directly look at a witness. In Northwest, Delia Gonsalves, WUSA 9.
The hearing started Wednesday. It's expected to wrap up sometime this evening. The trial board then has up to 10 days to make a decision.